even further beyond!
Yeah, my name is Zakashi, and in this video we are going to be comparing the two gauges, unique gauges that we have in the game now. Today, at the day I'm recording this, LF Perfect Cell has actually released into the game, and the first person to have a unique gauge was actually the Ultra Instinct signed Goku. He's a Legend Limited legendary finish character. He's on the left on the big screen, and on the right we have the new Legends Limited Perfect Cell, who also has his own unique gauge. The main reason why I want to actually do this video is because it actually opens up a lot of doors for different capabilities, because I'm pretty sure nobody would have predicted that we'd get a unique gauge of a different kind if it wasn't just the dodging mechanic which we have with Ultra Instinct and Goku. So it does open up a lot of doors, which is something good for Legends. This is why I actually want to compare them and actually discuss in terms of what we could see in the future and just how capable these units are themselves. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press that subscribe button. We are on this grind to 25,000 subscribers. Yes sir. All my social media links on the left is the YouTube channel, but we've got a Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and the Discord link all in the description below. They're actually at the bottom of the screen, but make sure to check me out on all of those. Links are in the description as well. I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. Let's actually get into the content of this video. Now, if I bring your attention to the left of the screen, so the big screen, you can actually see we're looking at Ultra Instinct signed Goku's second unique ability. It's called Imperfect Instinct, and you can see from the bottom half where it says consumes 30% of this character's unique gauge to activate evade against enemies attack listed below while slide moving or standing still. His is a bit more complicated because it's a mechanic based on dodging. So any of those attacks that come his way and he has his unique gauge actually filled up, it would consume 30% of it if any of those attacks come his way. Tap attack, tap shot, tackle, strike arts, blast arts, and the evade won't activate in those circumstances below. So it says when this character has insufficient unique gauge, so obviously you need the gauge to actually do the dodge. You know that hey, you know you're going crazy, man. And it also won't happen if it's immediately following this character's sidestep, attack action, etc. when they cannot act normally. So it has to be in a position where he's really standing still or like not being disturbed by any type of animation. It also says this character's unique gauge gradually decreases while they're on the battlefield and gradually recovers while they're on standby. This makes a lot of sense because it would just be too OP if you had it the whole time. So it's good that it actually decreases, but regardless, the mechanic is very OP because you literally cannot get hit as long as you have your gauge for those listed attacks, which is a big W. It actually makes people have to learn a whole new playstyle, which is what people actually had to do. Obviously, at this point in the game, UI Goku is not as good as he used to be. However, he is still tricky to deal with if you've never encountered him. Lots of people have now, so I can't exactly say that. But on top of the fact we know him to have bad defenses, and offenses are not that great anymore. It's like a power creep happened. The gorge, this unique gorge isn't that great anymore. It is fun, I will say 100% it's fun, but we have to admit it's not that great simply because his kit hasn't kept up with the meta. Now if we look over here to Perfect Cell, this is his unique ability, the second one. It's called Ultimate Supreme Lifeform. If you scroll down to the bottom where it says while this character is on the battlefield, restores unique gauge according to the key charge time, applies the following effects to self once unique gauge, however you want to pronounce it, is full, but it only activates once. So if you can get it to full, it will make a big difference, honestly. And he gets buffs that literally stay there the whole time. So early in the game as possible, it's kind of like a Gogeta Blue. You want to literally get all his buffs in, and it's pretty neat. So you can see the restore health by 20%. If you do it early, you won't be able to capitalize on that, considering all of this activates only once. But you also get 50% damage inflicted, which cannot be cancelled, which is a W. Reduces damage received by 15%, cannot be cancelled, so he gets stronger defensively. -3 to his arts cost, so all his cards come cheaper, which is actually a big W, because I believe in his other unique ability he actually has draw speed, which cannot be cancelled. You can see right there, which is a W. Then on top of that, he gets plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. So you don't want to do your ultimate arts if you haven't charged your ki to the full point at least once for the vanish gauge. It's actually, I mean, not the vanish gauge, I keep saying vanish gauge because UI Goku, the unique gauge, that's what I need to get used to saying. So it's actually pretty useful in this sense. And you can imagine that there could be lots of characters in the future, because let's just say that the Legends devs don't know how they can make a character have that extra edge. They could just give them a unique gauge, because it's actually pretty much the same as time accounts. However, you apply it yourself. So depending on when you want to activate it, instead of being locked into a strict kit where after 10 time accounts, 15 time accounts, 20 time accounts, whatever you want to say, your buffs apply, it's whenever you're ready to take them on. And especially the health bit, if you take a regeneration unit that we could get in the future, I don't know, let's take Boo, but let's take a Dragon Ball Super Boo just for example. If he actually fills his gauge up, and let's say it's like a food meter, he could actually heal a bunch, and it could activate like 5 times. So every time you fill it up, you heal 20%, and it can activate 5 times. Like, there's so much capabilities that you could get with the unique gauge for every different character. But I feel like it should very much actually be, how do I say, a non-common thing. For example, on the release of LFs, they were very rare. Ultra units are still rare right now, which would be a better example. But if we get them every month like we're doing now with LFs, they become very common. The same way with Zenkais, which literally destroyed the game on release, they become very common. So I feel like it could be a very large negative if they just keep pumping them out. They wouldn't really be unique. I guess they're different, so they are unique, but it's not as valuable if everybody just has a gauge now. Or a lot of units start getting gauges and they just have different buffs applied. I feel like UI GOKUS is very specific because his is literally a dodging type thing. But if they start doing it with just anything, like the Fat Boo one example I gave you, where he heals every time it refills, it will be ridiculous. But back into Cell, if we actually look at his green card, it actually increases his unit gauge for 30%. And he gets 70% to his vanishing gauge as well, and there's no limit on that, which is why it's a big W for the unique ability, because you probably think that it'll be quite difficult to actually charge up unless your enemy just lets you. However, because of the green card, you can actually do it. You can get damage inflicted from it, you get your gauge back, so you can actually go ahead and run it back in terms of charging and attacking again. And then if your gauge fills up faster, on top of the fact that you've done a green card, you just be shortcutting it that way. But yeah, in terms of Cell's kit, I'm quite satisfied with it. I feel like it's very good, but I just hope it's not a thing where they just start diluting it and giving it out willy-nilly and then calling it a unique gauge. It still would be unique because obviously everybody has a different one, but they shouldn't just throw it out here and there with different buffs that they could give because of the thing refilling. That's what I think anyways. Let me know what you guys think, because I really do like the value in UI Goku's one. But yeah, that's just me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm actually quite happy with Cell overall, how he turned out. Pretty cool arts card as well. I think it's pretty neat. I like it a lot. Just to pull it up on the screen so you guys can see. I don't have any complaints about Cell overall. I feel like he does what he needs to do, and if you definitely run the team, he is very much valuable. I wouldn't say that he needs a lot more. If I had the choice to give him more, I personally would, just a tiny bit more. But I feel like he's a very good unit overall. It's very good to see how they implemented this gauge. I'm looking forward to see what other things they have to release. They still have ultra units to bring out and whatnot. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Starting up a type of discussion with this comparison. But I'm gonna leave it like that, guys. Press that subscribe button if you haven't already. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Please, lend me your energy!